These are the objective type questions from paper 2 of your book, Literature in Films and Media Studies, and this is the last unit of your book, the movie review, editing and narration. तो इसमें मैंने आपको सिर्फ उसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन ही बताया है क्वेश्चन का, तो आपको सिर्फ यही वाले मार्क करने हैं. अगर वहाँ पर ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस भी आए तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन आप अपना लर्न कर लीजिए यहाँ से. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, व्हाट इज़ द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ अ मूवी रिव्यू? इट इज़ टू इवैल्यूएट एंड इन्फॉर्म द ऑडियंस अबाउट द फिल्म. Next question, which of the following is not usually discussed in a movie review about actors' personal life? What does a spoiler-free review mean? A review that does not reveal important plot details. What should a good movie review include? Plot summary, analysis, opinion, and rating. What is the term for a film's central message or insight? It is theme. What role does cinematography play in a film review? It refers to the visual presentation and camera work. Which of the following is a reliable source for professional movie reviews? It's Rotten Tomatoes. A critic mentions the film has tight pacing. What does this suggest? The story progresses quickly and keep the audience engaged. Which is considered a subjective element in movie reviewing? It's personal enjoyment of the film. What does box office success typically indicate? The film earned significant revenue after release. Now about the editing. What is the main goal of film editing? It's to assemble shots into coherent sequence. Which editing technique cuts between two or more scenes happening simultaneously? Cross-cutting. What is a jump cut? An abrupt transition between shots, often showing a gap in time. Which type of edit indicates a change in time or location? It's dissolve or fade. What is continuity editing? Editing that maintains a seamless flow of action. What is a montage in film editing? A series of shots edited together to show passage of time. What is the purpose of a match cut? Its purpose is to link two scenes with similar visual elements or motion. Which editing technique is used to create suspense? Quick cuts and close-ups. What is the cutting on action technique? It is editing that joins two shots at the point of action to maintain flow. Who is responsible for the final cut of film? The director or producer, depending on the contract. Which software is widely used for professional video editing? It's Adobe Premiere Pro. What does the term rough cut means? An early version of a film without final polishing. What is the color grading in editing? Adjusting the color and tone of footage to set mood and style. What is the 180-degree rule in editing? A guideline to maintain spatial orientation between characters. What is the role of the editor in post-production? An editor organizes, select and arrange shots to create the final film. Now about the narration. What is the narrative structure? The organized sequence of events in the story. What is the most common narrative structure in movies? It's the 3-act structure. Who is the narrator in the film? The person or voice telling the story. What is the first person narration? The story told between the perspective of a character within it. What is a third person omniscient narrator do? He knows all the characters' thoughts and feelings. What is voice over narration? In narrator's voice heard over visuals. Which term describe the sequence of events as they occur in time, the chronological order? What is a non-linear narration? A story that doesn't follow chronological order. What is an unreliable narrator? A narrator whose credibility is questionable. What is exposition in narration? The background information about characters and events. What is conflict in narrative storytelling? A struggle between opposing forces that drives the plot. What is a plot twist? A surprising change in the direction of a story. What is foreshadowing? A hint of what is to come later in the story. Now these are the questions continued. Which part of the narrative include the climax, the middle, rising action, or climax? What is denouement? The final resolution of the story. Now these are some miscellaneous mixed questions and answers about movie review, editing and narration. What is the significance of the opening scene in the movie? It sets the tone and engages the audience. What does mise-en-scene refers to? The arrangement of scenery, props and actors in a plot. What role does sound editing play in narration? It enhances mood and emphasizes action. What is a protagonist? The main character or hero of the story. What is the film genre? A category based on style, theme and narrative elements. What is antagonist in a movie? The character or force opposing the protagonist. What is a flashback? A scene that takes the story back to earlier time. What does show, don't tell mean in film narration? Use visuals and actions to convey meaning instead of dialogue. Which element is most crucial for emotional impact in a film? Music and sound design. Last question, what is the function of a trailer? The function of trailer is to promote the film by highlighting key scenes and themes. Now learn these questions and keep watching